How do you get Pikachu onto a bus? You Pokemon. Ha 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 ha. Pikaclones, or electric rodents as Bulbapedia calls them, are the cousins to our beloved Pikachu. You know, that yellow rat. Every generation has its own Pikaclone. They are all electric type and have visual similarities to Pikachu and its evolutionary family. There is a heated debate on whether or not Marill counts as a Pikaclone, especially because it was once rumored to be a Pokemon called Pikablu. My official opinion is that it does not count. It is not an electric rodent after all. It's a blue, wet ball. A common Fakedex trope is to include one of these Pikachu cousins and to make it number 25 in the Pokedex, same as Pikachu. I've made 3 Pikaclones in my time. We have Verzatic, who is an electric glass type, and don't you even dare start commenting about the glass type. It's a heated topic and it's for another video. My second is Laumend, an electric magic type, a topic for another video. And then we have this little guy, Pichu, an electric water type. I'm currently creating Fakemon for my next Fakedex, which at this stage is currently unannounced. But I wanted to take this opportunity to invite you all into an early peek behind the curtain. So let's make a Pikaclone for Fakedex 4. The first thing we need to do is bring in the electric rodent in its original glory, and then all of its family members for reference. I did some very rough warm-up sketches just to get a feel for each shape of Pikaclone. You know, they're either Pikachu shaped, Plusle and Minun shaped, or ball. Each Pikaclone is based on its own particular rodent. They're not all mice. For example, we have Pachirisu, which is a squirrel, and Morpeko, which is a hamster slash guinea pig slash some kind of house rodent that you keep in a cage with a plastic wheel. I want my Pikaclone to be part grass type, so I searched up some grassland rodents and found this very polite little guy, the deer mouse, or Peromyscus, however you say that. Deer mice are small, round, and slender rodents, and they inhabit the Americas, most commonly being found in Alaska and Canada. There are actually a few different subspecies of this particular rodent, and each one has a different color fur. For example, in the southeastern United States, their fur can be near white, whereas further south, woodland deer mice can be found with dark red or even black fur. Those are just 2 examples, but basically they have regional forms. IRL. As someone who is incredibly Fakemon pilled, this is excellent information. At first, I went with a Morpeko-like design, or shape, I guess, but it just wasn't landing. The part I like the most about the deer mouse is that it has a big set of binoculars on it, and the shape of this body just does not support that. So alas, I returned to the drawing board. Well, I'm always at the drawing board, I guess. I returned to the blank canvas. Round it must be. I drew a very basic outline for the body and added 2 very polite ears, a googly set of orbs, bolt-shaped whiskers, and beans for limbs. Some key details I took note of when cross-comparing this design with the other official Pikaclones were, of course, its cheeks. I also emulated how these sorts of ears are drawn. I took inspiration from Dedenne with the whiskers, and for the tail I incorporated a leaf skeleton sort of design. You know, like the lines on a leaf. I put that in there. Lastly, I added in some minor markings to complete the look, and also changed its smiling mouth into a mid-yawn, or perhaps mid-little treat mouth opening. And of course I had to add some little tufts of fur near the ears. Well, I didn't have to, but I wanted to, so I did. They're cute, okay? Now it is time to do the line art, which we all know is my most favorite part that I love. Because this is a rather small Fakemon and it doesn't require as many lines to be drawn, I figured I would spend a little more time refining the line art instead of just just going at it without the blink of an eye. And you know what? It was actually very enjoyable this time. I enjoyed slowing down and just seeing where the process took me. And I think I got some better line art out of it, to be honest. Rightio, colors. I just referenced the typical deer mouse for this variant of Pikaclone. Who knows? Perhaps we'll see some other variants in the future with different fur colors. I think that would be a really fun concept video. Anyways, we're living in the present, in the now, so we may as well finish off the base design before we go crazy with the other ideas. I am keeping true to the part grass typing and giving it a green underbelly and green accents to go with its golden brown fur. Or maybe it's orange. I don't know, I'm colorblind, so it's offensive if you correct me. The cheeks were an easy yellow, much like some of the other Pika clones. Either yellow or pink works just fine. Maybe I could do pink for regional variants. Okay, I gotta stop. Okay, shading and highlighting is up next. It was pretty straightforward. I didn't need to do a whole lot, and it was probably the quickest part of the process. I did spend a little more time with my highlighting just to add a bit more detail and dimension to the design. It's not something I normally do with my more elaborate designs, but since this is the only drawing this week, I figured, why not? Sometimes you just gotta treat your fakemon to some good old-fashioned highlighting. Well, modern highlighting. A new, improved method. You gotta treat your fakemon. This isn't landing, I gotta stop. With all that said and done, now we just need to take a look at the final piece. Meet Leavolt, the natural energy Pokemon. This Pokemon is capable of photosynthesizing to create raw electricity. Its electricity is so strong that it can conjure a thunderstorm in under a minute. It often takes berries as bribes from people in return for its electricity. It is an electric grass type with the ability Photon Synthesize. If this Pokemon is hit with a grass type move, then its special attack sharply raises and electric type moves will not miss on its next turn. Dangerous considering this little guy can learn Thunder. Wait, is Thunder a... Hold on, I need to check that. Thunder move. Wait, I spelled that wrong. Pokemon. Yes, it is special. Dangerous considering it can learn Thunder. It also has a unique signature move called Thunder Branch. This move works the exact same as Thunderbolt, except it alternates between either grass type or electric type, depending on the Pokemon it is targeting. So, for example, it will hit as a grass type move if it is used against a Swampert, but it will hit as an electric type move if it is used against a Corvisquire. Odd examples, but you know, it's a pure flying type that isn't thunderous, so what else was I gonna pick? To keep my upcoming Fakedex a surprise, I will not delve further into any potential evolutions or forms, but I hope you like this one. I actually had this idea floating around for a while, and each version has quite a different take on the same concept. But I like my little deer mouse more than the others, so this will be the final design. Thank you as always for watching my videos. Subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Friday or Saturday if you live on Mirage Island just like me. Okay, Leavolt, use Thunder Branch.